So today we're gonna do a little different kind of video because I feel like some of them, I don't know why I always start with this though. So I always do like, we're gonna do something so different, and it never actually ends up being so different. It's kind of like so weird. Anyways, I'm gonna like delete this. This is bad. Like, I don't know why I always keep saying it's different, like really different, but it's actually not. So definitely cutting this. Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do another productivity video because I feel like a lot of us can use that, including myself as I'm giving this video. So I don't know if you should actually watch this, but keep going because I actually did some research like a good student. So I thought, since I already did a how to be productive video, and that kind of did well, so I thought I can do another one which is kind of ties together, how to not procrastinate. I know a lot of us, especially the age of like, I don't know, 19 to 24, 23, these are like the very tough ages. We don't really do anything that we are supposed to do, and we do other things that like we could have probably done any other day, or not that urgent. So I can totally relate to that. I feel like a lot of us is just, we're in this mindset that I don't know, I just feel like some things that is meant for us to do, or like we are supposed to do, is just like so tedious, and sometimes it just takes forever, which I totally get. So, and we end up procrastinating things. I know a lot of this is psychological, and it has a lot to do with just us being feeling that we might maybe not succeed, or we just not good at it, or you just really think that it's just so hard that you can't do it. But at the end of the day, everything is possible, so we just have to be very realistic and believe in ourselves. So I'm not gonna get too corny, so I will just start some tips that I found and I actually researched, and I'll show you guys that which ones actually would work for us, including myself as well. So yeah, let's just get started. So first thing I would say is definitely get rid of distractions. I know we are living in this age that everything, literally, our phone is next to us, my watch is next to me, well, literally attached to me. So it is just very difficult to not get distracted because you get notifications almost every single minute or even a second. So it is very, very distracting. So I totally get that. I literally get so many, I mean, not to brag, it's more like just like example I'm saying it, that like every minute, or I get like at least one person liking the picture, which is not, I'm complaining, I love that. It's just more like it's very distracting when I do homework, so I always have to put my phone away from me, including my Apple Watch as well, because it's just not really, it's just very distracting, because like it's almost like it sucks you into this world. It's like, oh, let me click on that one thing, and like just that one like, then that one like becomes 10 likes, then the 10 likes becomes commenting and stalking someone else's picture, or I mean profile, that you're not supposed to, and spend about 30 to 45 minutes on your phone on Instagram. Yeah, I would just recommend just putting your phone away, at least for, there is this rule that people were saying, and it was like scientific rule apparently, that like we should do like 15-minute rule. So like we would do 15-minute work and 15-minute break, then 15-minute work again. So that kind of like breaks the workflow, and it doesn't just be like work and that's like for 4 hours. So, which I totally get, that's like so boring, which is why I don't think I will ever be able to do the corporate job, because that's just not like I'm saying that it's a bad job or it's bad that people are doing it. I just feel like that just would not work for me. So just putting it out there. I think like if you have the same experience as me, you should probably not do those types of jobs. Maybe you can just do freelancing, which is very popular nowadays, so you can totally do work on that. You just don't get benefits, so let me tell you. Okay, so that's the first thing I would say, like get rid of the distractions. Another thing I would say is like break apart your work. I know some of the work that we do, it takes so much time, so we try to leave it at the end, and we are like, oh, it's hard, I don't want to do it right now, which I totally get. I really do. But I think it's better to do things that is hard in the beginning, because I know from my own experience, I have done this before, that like I would do like these easy tasks, or like some of my assignments that I'm supposed to do, like I would do like digital marketing, competitive strategy, or other ones which is like easy for me to do it. But when it comes to statistics, which I really struggle because math is just not my thing, it would just kill me. So I would leave it to the end, and I get like so not focused and also like kind of tired, so I just kind of not end up doing it, and I'd be like, oh, I can do tomorrow or maybe next week. Then it just comes like the same day that's due. So always do the one that's hard for you and you know for sure that you are not going to do it. I know it sucks, it really does, and I wish I told you that like there is an easy way out. There isn't. Only way I would say, like, if you really hate the subject but you really have to do it to get a grade, or just, you know, finish your degree or college, or high school, so I would just say stick to it, or just break it apart for 15 minutes and just take a break, Instagram break I would say, or just coffee break. In fact, you can just go out, like outside, get Starbucks. Which comes to my another point, is that you should change your workspace. I know this myself is, I have a desk now, so, and I have a chair and everything, like it's like kind of small home office, which I love, I do, but I feel like sometimes I also get kind of bored and sick of it, because I don't know, I just feel like it's just so, I feel like we human beings, we don't like to do the same things over and over, and sometimes like that applies same to the environment. We sometimes want to be inspired, or kind of felt like we are in a different world. It kind of makes us, I feel like, more productive and makes us do actual work, and that applies. I feel like sometimes I go to Starbucks, not every Starbucks, I would definitely say that, but some of the Starbucks, everyone is kind of working, that kind of already puts you in a mood that like, oh, I want to work, so I'm gonna work. I feel like that's kind of one of the things that I would recommend, just going to Starbucks and doing your own thing, and you will see other people doing it. It kind of motivates you to do your own thing. So that is just one of the things I would say. It's like, because I feel like it's very important for us to like act as a community together, so it feels very good to like see other people who are doing the same thing as you, so you just don't feel as bad. But when you're at home, so it's kind of just you, and sometimes you get distraction by your phone, or like people at home, your parents, and sometimes they ask you questions, or you get distracted, or you do work, and you just feel so comfortable. I feel like at home sometimes you just don't end up doing anything that productive, although some people are doing that, so which I'm saying it's exception. But I feel like from my case, I would totally recommend that just, you know, change up your workspace, and that really helps a lot. Lastly, what I would recommend is that there is no solution, like permanent solution for the procrastination, and it has a lot to do with how we are feeling at the moment. I know this for myself. I know I have said this before in my productivity video, which I will link it down below, or just up in these cards. But it's always better to do things in advance, so you will have time for other things that you actually want to do. I know this from my own experience, that sometimes, like I have to have photo shoots, which I always love doing for work, but that always ends up being on weekends, and sometimes on weekdays, but most of the time on weekends. But on weekends I actually have to do my homework, so I always try to do them on Fridays. I know it sucks, it really blows to just say, oh, I am doing homework on Fridays, but you know, you kind of actually have to do it. I know it really sucks to like see other friends or just your classmates going out to party, or just like drinking, pre-gaming on a Friday night, and you're just like, oh hey, I'm just chilling at home, and like not exactly even chilling. It's like not like Netflix even. It's more like, oh, I'm doing my homework. It's like, I know it really blows, but again, if you do that, then on Saturdays or Sundays you can use that for your advantage, go out with people, or just, you know, do your own work that like I like to do, because most of the time on weekends I actually do my own work besides schoolwork, so that actually kind of satisfies me. So I would just say that. I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.